technical difficulties. Anyway, I know it's early as fuck in the morning, but it's your boy, Dr. Hitman 83. You know, the best street racer on PS4 and Grand Theft Auto 5. Just saying. Look up my vids. You'll see why. But this ain't a self promotion thing right now. It's story time. So, you're living in an apartment complex, right? You're on the first floor. Um, you happen to wake up and do your normal routine, go to the bathroom and shit like that. But before you even make it to the bathroom, you step in a really soggy, soaking, fucking wet carpet and immediately turn on your bathroom light to notice that your bathroom floor has been flooded. So you immediately start looking around on where the hell it's coming from. You go into your bedroom. You happen to look up, and there's water coming down from the ceiling and shit. So you grab a mop. You start soaking it up. Some of that Colorado butt, yo. But anyway, like I said, you grab a mop, you start soaking up the water in the bathroom and shit. So you get a hold of maintenance. You tell them what's up. You get a hold of your property manager and shit. You tell them what's up. So after a couple of hours of steadily trying to get a hold of people to get somebody out here to take a look at your problem, um, maintenance shows up. They start addressing the issues and things like that, saying they'll get somebody out to do water extraction and carpet cleaning. And you go, all right, that's cool. You know, day drags on, nobody shows up. You get a hold of the maintenance person again. They tell you straight up, well, we were there in the unit that's in question on the cause of the leak, and apparently it was a toilet overflow. So someone had allowed their toilet to continuously overflow into your apartment pretty much all night. Um, Maintenance guy says, well, we showed up to your unit as well, but you weren't home. Now, you didn't go anywhere all that day. You straight up told maintenance that you would be there most of the day. And, you go outside to smoke cigarettes, and that's pretty much it. Do whatever. But you never leave the property. Alright? So, right there, dude's a straight up fucking liar. Like, straight the fuck up. Lying to your fucking face. Um, so as the day progresses into evening, um, with enough bitching and complaining and finally trying to get the health department involved and all of that stuff, you finally get carpet cleaning people out to, do what they need to do to start sucking up and sanitizing all the, the nasty fucking shit. So that's all fine and dandy, whatever. Finally, people came out to your place and started doing what they needed to do. So in the meantime, you post a note to whoever, to whoever it may concern, saying that because they allowed their overflowing toilet to pretty much, you know, leak into your apartment, um, possibly causing like water damage and serious sanitation issues, you ask that it's only fair that they pay for your laundry to get done. Okay? So that note gets ignored, actually, eventually getting torn down. So you run off to a couple of things and come back and you post another note stating again, hey, to the tenant that let their toilet overflow all night, that they still owe you laundry money. Well, that completely gets ignored by stupid, self centered, fucking ignorant ass people who deserve to get the shit beat out of them. What would you do? This story that you just heard was my own personal story that happened just a few days ago. Yep. So, luckily my carpets and shit, yeah, I did get clean. I've had a special inspection done. Um, Maintenance claim to be going to be out here Tuesday to start addressing and fixing some of this stuff from previous things. Because, your boy is actually on Section 8 housing, and by law, the maintenance standards are actually supposed to be quite a bit higher than a regular tenant because complexes get paid by the government. Since your boy moved in July of last year, I've been having issue after issue after issue, and nothing's been getting fucking done. So I've been having to do a lot of self advocating and trying to get things done and trying to think outside the box to shed light on what Olive Bark LLC out of Lakewood, Colorado is actually doing to their tenants, especially on Section 8. Yeah, I'll put the property management on blast. I can give a fuck less. I mean, y'all need to stop lining your fucking pockets and start reinvesting some money into these properties like you're supposed to anyway. I mean, fuck. I mean, take this issue. I know it's pretty fucking petty, but still, the boys had enough, and he actually brought it up, and it's going to get taken care of. So, a couple of weeks after I moved in, a kitchen drawer had actually broke. So, maintenance was already here addressing another issue that took forever to get taken care of. Well, while they were here, I told them about it, and they took my kitchen drawer to be fixed. Well, here it is, almost the middle of fucking February 2022. We're talking months later, still no fucking kitchen drawer. Really? This is like a few months ago. some fucking tweaker, drug addict, fucking negligent tenant on the third floor flooded her fucking shit. Now, they were kind of diagonal and up from me. They weren't, obviously directly above me on the layout standpoint, but the unit directly below them, they had like a fucking waterfall coming through their shit. Um, all that water, water takes the path of least resistance, and actually quite a bit of it ended coming down into my bedroom ceiling. So it was all like bubbled up and shit. um, had maintenance come out, they cut a hole while water was leaking. Damn, you guys are back. Yeah, sorry about the misconnection. My apartment's actually semi-subterranean, and I don't really have that great of internet anyway. So, but so there's a lot of maintenance issues, you know, that are actually being neglected within this building. Um, I can call the management number, and if I happen to catch their recording, then it states, well, if you have any after hours maintenance issues, please call blah 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 motherfucking number. So you call that bitch ass number, and automatically they have their own recording, and on their own separate recording, they straight up list the properties that, they actually fucking run, maintain. And your boys ain't even fucking listed. Go fucking figure. That's some pretty shady ass shit right there, if you ask me. The straight up list. There are three other motherfucking properties here in town. Not mine. But yet, you know, there's tenant after tenant after tenant here, especially in my building, just my building alone, who have ongoing maintenance issues that aren't just flat out aren't getting addressed. It's fucking bullshit, you know. Shit. A few weeks ago, and yeah, some of you may take this the wrong way, but I don't give a motherfuck. I had to call the cops on some squatters. I straight up watched a guy break into a vacant unit here in my building. And from what I was noticing personally, is that these people have been there, have been coming in and breaking in and out for like 2, 3 weeks. So no other neighbor had a fucking set of balls to even try to report that shit. Your boy did. I don't give a fuck. I mean, I have waited a long time to get on housing. You know, I jumped through the hoops. I did what needed to be done to secure my own place. Because for a long time, yeah, I was technically homeless. And yeah, that shit kind of fucking sucks. But your boy did what he needed to do and took care of business. I mean, these people can do the same thing that are living on the streets. But yeah, I mean, the help really isn't immediate. Um, in my case, I was on a housing list for Section 8 for just about a year. And yeah, it's kind of a lengthy amount of time. But also in the process, I still had income. And within that year, I was able to have rent a room and shit like that. But back to the point, there's these people, living outside, struggling, pretty much practically forced to break the fucking law to try to stay warm. And there are these programs out there to help, but I mean, yeah, you gotta jump through some hoops. You gotta fucking do what they want you to do. And sometimes, yeah, it's not easy. I mean, to be quite honest, it's work. And if you want to do something to try to better yourself, that requires work. So if you're homeless and you're watching this right now, get the fuck off your ass, start doing shit, and fucking start making your motherfucking life better. Straight up. Because only you can fucking do that shit. Only you. I mean, yeah, it really sucks that I had to do that. But one, someone had to fucking take a stand. I mean, yo, when I was allowed to come back in and actually go back to my own apartment, I glanced into that apartment that those squatters were in, and they fucking trashed that shit. I mean, trashed it. Um, there was like furniture in it left behind from the previous tenant, but all of that was like flipped over. Um, I mean, the apartment looked like someone like set a fucking grenade off in it or some shit. But still, I mean, if you want to better your life, you got to be willing to actually roll with the punches and marathon that shit out. I mean, in a lot of cases, yeah, it's not going to be an easy thing to get a roof over your head just like that. I mean, like I just said, just a little bit ago, it took your boy a year of being on a waiting list for housing to even get into where I'm at. And this was not my first choice. This company that I said earlier in the video um, falsified shit pretty much. Sugar coated everything, made it out to believe that, it was a pretty decent place. Um, I've had previous special inspections done, and that inspector flat out told me this place should have never passed inspection to begin with. So, right there, uh, Joyce Kitchens, yeah, I'm going to throw her ass out there. Um, Breaking the law right there. Pretty much illegally renting a apartment that legally should have never passed inspection for housing. So, I mean, when I moved in, I was given a move-in checklist. Y'all know that motherfucking thing where you move in and you check off every fucking thing that you find wrong or whatever. Shit, front and back, fucking whole slew of issues in my place. Some of them petty enough I can fucking let slide. Like one of my fucking closet doors, it's wood. It's fucking warped. I don't give a fuck. But it's on that list because your boy has grown a bit of a brain over the years. Kind of fucking sucks. I should have had it to begin with, but 39 years old and I'm just now starting to figure some things out. But, you know, that's a plus, at least. I mean, like little petty shit like that, yeah, I can let go. whatever. I don't give a fuck if one of my closet doors is warped. I mean, I got a roof over my motherfucking head. um, right next to my main door, you know, to get into the apartment. It's a little fucking closet thing that's supposed to have a sliding door, and there's not even one on there. I don't even care because that grants me easy access to my coats and shit. That's cool. um, you know, it just really fucking sucks for real that there's people that gotta fucking be like me and fucking try to fucking handle shit like this, maintenance wise, outside of the maintenance community. Like, I've gotten in touch with a local paper here. I've tried to get in touch with the news stations here to shed light on this. I've been in constant contact with my housing case manager about things. Um, as things arise, I'm in contact, well, try to be in contact with management. Apparently, there's two managers for this place, and neither one of them can either text back or give a motherfucker a call. I mean, they flat out ignore everyone. It ain't just me, it's everyone they fucking ignore. If I had the power, both of those bitches would be fucking flat out fired. Straight up. Because they fucking suck ass as managers. I don't know who the other person is, but Joyce Kitchens is straight up one of them. Hey, welcome back. We're live again. It's kind of funny how my shit does that, though. What? I don't know. That was the little bit of story that I had. But, oh yeah, the other fucking shit that sucks, is that there are people, outside right now, homeless, trying to survive, but don't have real easy access to try to get things done. I mean, it's really not like to do certain things to try to get onto housing, especially if you are homeless and sleeping outside. I've done that shit. I've been there, done that, sent a postcard to my motherfucking folks. That's an issue that touches pretty deeply to me, actually. The whole affordable, fair housing thing. It touches pretty deep to me. I just kind of wish that, you know, there was something more I could do, but my voice is only so loud. In order to really change things, people have fucking got to start growing a set of motherfucking balls and speaking up. I mean, I've ran across a couple of like stories, on Google and shit, talking about just that. I mean, tenants, especially on housing, that aren't getting the housing requirements, especially for maintenance, actually resolved. I mean, that's a pretty big fucking deal. These places get government money and they straight up take advantage of it. They need to be held accountable because we may be poor, but we're entitled to fucking fair housing too. Point blank. In your fucking face. What the fuck you gonna do about it? And yeah, I say what the fuck I want to say. Because some of my issues do fucking hit to heart to me. And that's definitely one of them. Something needs to be done. Like, for real. The rich keep getting fucking richer, and the poor keep fucking pretty much taking it up the ass bottom. I mean, like, another maintenance issue I have, and they've been told about this shortly after I moved in. So, because I am partially underground, there's like a substructure. I can show you. It's what I got some stuff on. Like my fucking little figurines and shit. And that model that's in a tin over there, that's actually on a piece of concrete that extends out from the wall. Like, I don't know, a couple of inches. And there's outlets um, made into the concrete and shit. Well, I have an outlet on that same wall in my bedroom that leaks water every time it fucking rains. Um, when it snows, when the snow melts, that motherfucker can leak. And we're talking water coming through an electrical outlet. So that's foundational issues. There's really not much that can be done with that. If it gets to like a really bad point, I mean, the building can just be condemned at that point and be torn down because it would be heavily deemed unsafe. I mean, that little sand concrete wall that I showed you, there's cracks on both sides. And this is my living room one that I showed you. There's cracks that go all the way up and down, both sides. And same thing for the one that's in my bedroom. Now, I speak for myself, but I can pretty much bet that almost every apartment that's on my side, that's on the first floor, have these same cracks. And when I brought it up to maintenance, shortly after I moved in, um, they were kind of already aware of it because they're having some of the same issues at another property of theirs, um, one of the listed properties that they actually want to maintain. This one, they're just flat out letting go. I really don't know why. I mean, it's fucking bullshit. I mean, there are so many people, including myself, that have maintenance issues that need to be addressed, but just aren't. It's pretty sad, actually. Motherfuckers just sit back and collect a check and don't do a motherfucking thing. And I know what you're thinking. Why don't you just move? Well, one, I'm fucking broke. Your boy is poor, beyond poor. Um, so even if, I wanted to move, like I do, I want to be in a better place, but I can't afford it. And two, by housing standards for Section 8, I have to be in my first place for a minimum of a year. After that, I'm free to move pretty much wherever. um, boys heard that they're trying to force people out so they can remodel this place and rent it out for way more than what they're worth, which is actually happening here in Colorado Springs anyway. I mean, it's insane on how much places cost these days. It's getting to be like motherfucking Denver. Fucking $1,000 for a studio apartment. Yeah, no. Try like 400, 500 max. I mean, it's like this place for a one bedroom. They want like 780, and they don't even fucking do maintenance. I mean, there's people here that are on housing that flat out pay that rent and don't even get shit done. I mean, what's up with that? For real. Well, yeah, that's a little bit of a little insight. Whoop whoop.